Sarah, one of the suspects in the L.A. shooting is at large and potentially armed?
That's right, armed and dangerous. I think what we're hearing now from the police is that they have let people go ahead and come out of their homes. At first, they had them sheltering in place for quite a few hours. Last night happened just here on the street behind me on Hoover Street here in South L.A. What we're told from police is that a couple of officers in their black and white patrol car were responding to a call when suddenly they saw a flash of a muzzle and they came under fire. And what we're told is that it was completely unprovoked. They were not going after these two individuals who fired upon them. They had nothing to do with the call that they were going to. They were not planning, for example, on arresting these two individuals, but they came under fire anyway. They were able to apprehend one of the suspects. The other is still at large. We also know, because we were on the scene, we saw them taking some of the evidence in, and we're told that they took a rifle into evidence. We saw them taking away a large white box, which we think was that rifle. They were out here for quite a few hours, but that is the scene. Now it's clear, but they are still looking for that suspect, Jake.
Sarah, are officials there concerned that officers are becoming targets even more than they were before, possibly as a result of a lot of the issues we've seen and the protests we've seen over the last several months?
You know, we asked that very question to the detective who was out here speaking to the media as to whether officers feel like targets, considering some of the sentiments in some of the protests. And what their response was that in this particular instance, they don't think this has anything to do with the protests, but they are concerned about a very slim minority of people who are not so much anti-police brutality, but more anti-police. Here's the answer the detective gave us.
I don't know that they necessarily feel that they're becoming targets because of what's going on around the nation, although, you know, last week we had 2 New York police officers that were killed, so it's undeniable that we're aware that there are a very small percentage of people out there that are so angry at the police that they're willing to hurt them.
And this is a neighborhood that has seen its fair share of gang activity. We talked to some of the residents here that say there have been quite a few shootings around here, but there is a general suspicion in some of these homes of police officers, considering the relationship that exists between those here and the police department.